Hello and welcome to the conclusion, what I've done, of the top 10 fighters still alive in Westeros as of the end of the 4th television series, including cut characters and people who haven't made an appearance yet. I've tried to do this based on a score system. I went through taking points for personal fighting skill and additional points for strength and size. Valyrian steel blade was worth something, and whether they're in their prime age or not. And what I came up with, I found very fun. Certain characters, or one certain character in particular, didn't even make it in the top 10, who is meant to be rather good, but this is the way I've decided to do it, and this is what I come up with. In 10th place, I have Howland Reed, Lord of Greywater Watch, on the southern part of the north. The main reason he's here is because of his exploits in the Tower of Joy, but not only that, but I believe he has an edge over many warriors who may even be bigger, stronger, even more skilled than him, because of his, how would you say it, exotic style. He is of the neck, and they are known to be fighting with frog spears and such things. Poisonous darts they're notorious with, so if you're in a one-on-one with this geezer, you might just fall asleep with a poisoned dart. So that's why I felt his sort of technique in fighting, throwing a net over you, whatever he does, it's not exactly known, but I think he's in here. So he's at 10th. Over to 9th, I have put Sir Balon Swan. This man of the King's Guard, I believe that might be him in the bottom left portrait. It might not be, but either way, that's a guy in the King's Guard, and Balon Swan is of the King's Guard. His, I think, is it father or older brother, holds land titles in the southeastern Stormlands. I'm not sure on the castle exactly. It might be Stonehelm. It might not be. But it's somewhere down in that area. He's meant to be a very good knight, and he's not only good with a sword, he's good with a sword, a lance, and a bow. So that's why I've rated him very high. In at 8th, Jorah Mormont, winner of the tourney of Lannisport. Yes, I've included this guy. He's in a good fighting age. He's known to be a very good fighter. He's strong. He did at one point wield a Valyrian steel sword, but he no longer has that, so I didn't take that into consideration. But he's still a very experienced and well-trained warrior from the hardlands in the north. So that's why he's here, good old Jorah. In at 7th, I have Lyle Crakehall. This man is basically a poor man's John Umber. He's from the Westerlands, and since Jaime Lannister lost his hand, I believe this man here is now the best fighter of the Westlands. He's big, he's strong, and he knows how to fight. In at 6th, this is Ario Hota. He is not of Westeros, but he still is a fighter of Dawn, so that's why I included him anyway. The portrait on the right is how he is supposed to look, but the portrait on the left, that is the casted actor for the upcoming series, which is of different ethnicity, which I welcome there. There wasn't exactly many non-white people in Westeros, but then that is how it is. They're all the coloured people were over in the Summer Isles, which is very smart of them if you think about it, because if they went to Essos, they'd be enslaved. If they went to Westeros, they'd be involved in a war every 5 minutes. So, the lack of black people in the show is not racist, it just proves how smart they are, but it's nice to have someone included. Brings a bit of diversity. I went here at 5th, and he's dropped down to 5th purely because of age. His skill and strength at one point was unmatched, but he is getting old. This is Barristan Selmy. Barristan the Bold. This man is a legend, but he's getting older. So he's here in at 5th. He was the boss of the King's Guard, but after being dismissed, he's now over in Essos, and he is I think, is he the only guy in the Queen's Guard for Daenerys Targaryen over in Meereen? He might be the only one. I'm not sure. There's probably other guys I just can't think of right now. I haven't seen it mentioned in the show, and the books were ages ago for me, so I'm not thinking too straight. But He was from an area underneath his portrait to the left. It's down in the Stornish Marshes, which I think his younger brother is Lord of currently. Not sure. He passed over the title because he wanted to be a Kingsguard and all that. Big honourable man. At 4th, I've put Brienne of Tarth. When I was doing my skill points, the Valyrian Steel Sword did add a lot of points. And her size and strength all adds up. Her fighting ability is good as well. She has been knocked by certain people who are not fans of her. But you can't deny she is a good fighter, so she's made it in at 4th. Her father Selwyn is the Lord of Evenfall Hall and Tarth, which is the island to the big island to the right of the screen. It's a very, very big place. There's a very powerful land within the Stormlands, so I think, yes, she is the only daughter of Lord Selwyn Tarth, so she will at some point inherit, as long as she survives through this current load of events and a White Walker don't conquer everywhere. If it all goes well, she will eventually be the Lord of that, so hopefully she'll find a nice husband and produce more children than her father. Now, going into the top 3, in at 3rd, Garland Tyrell. This character, I believe, has been cut from the show and mixed in a bit with Loras Tyrell. So, if you're wondering, oh, Loras should be up here. If you're a show watcher, Garland basically has the fighting skill of Loras in the show, where they've sort of merged the stories of a few brothers. But yes, Garland Tyrell is a very, very good knight. He's a superb sword fighter. He doesn't do tourneys too much, but his younger brother Loras does and wins a lot, and Loras has described and admitted that his brother Garland is a lot better than him. So yes, he's also a very fun man. He's very good to be around. So I've put him in at 3rd. He does not hold a Valyrian steel sword, but he is still a very great knight nonetheless. Now over to 2nd, I've put Great John Umber. His big, massive sword, which is not Valyrian, may I add, is very, very deadly. And so is the man who wields it. He is very large. He is very strong. He is an absolute giant. His fighting abilities are formidable. This man is the best man to have. Even with 2 less fingers, I'm sure he could take on anyone else except perhaps rank 1st. And then just destroy them. This man, he's like a freight train. He'll just storm through an army, swinging his sword, cutting men to pieces. He is who you want leading the vanguard, as he says himself. Now, 1st place, I have awarded it to Victarion Greyjoy. The Greyjoys are known to be great warriors, but Victarion is the best. He is an absolute badass. This man might be involved in the 5th series. I'm not too sure. They haven't really admitted it much. The Greyjoys have been a bit undershown in the show. It's a bit of a shame because they are awesome. So this man, he's just a terrific fighter. I can't really say anything else. I don't want to include spoilers for show watchers, but you have a look at that portrait in the top right. That guy wears an awesome Kraken helm. He has a nasty axe, and he leads troops. I've ranked him at 1st. But that's about it. So, Victarion I have crowned the best fighter currently alive in Westeros, with the Great John Umber in a close 2nd and Garland Tyrell at 3rd. I would like to know your thoughts, because this took me a lot of time to plan out. I had loads of debates when I was scoring points. I thought people should have been higher than others, but I just couldn't justify it. But yeah, I should include links to their wiki pages on the annotations throughout the video, so go check them out and tell me what you think. I'm interested to know what you think, but non-biased. Like, Jon Snow is a good fighter, but what's he done? Killed a couple of wildlings. He hasn't exactly proved himself, has he? So that's why I've done this, to take away the extra points that fan favourites seem to attract, and try and make it as non-biased as possible. So yes, as I said, let me know what you think. Comment your own lists and thoughts and ideas. And at some point in the future, I will look into doing other top 10s like fighters before Robert's Rebellion, when of course Robert was alive himself and other people were alive. Maybe the beginning of the show, such things as that. Maybe other interesting characters, because I do enjoy Game of Thrones, and whilst the mod is down, I would like to make some sort of videos and even continue doing these sort of videos in the future. So if you like it, leave a like and let me know in the comment section. I'll see you in the next video. Have fun and goodbye.